Well, hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your Sunday Angel and Spells reading. Switching it up tonight. I decided to add oracle cards, but I'm having some issues with slow loading and everything else. So, whoops. Please bear with me. Thank you so much for being here. Pretty good chance that you might be watching the Super Bowl about now. Whoa. So we got a bunch of cards that came out, but one went flying all by its little lonesome. We're going to take that one. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We got hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. I love that. A horse with a mohawk and a goatee. That's not just hope. That's attitude. I like that. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. I have to say that when I look at this, the goatee makes me think of older. Forgive me, but I find that 9 times out of 10, if there's a goatee on a man, it usually means he's in his 40, actually usually 50s or 60s. Tends to age them. Sorry guys, but that's the truth. So younger guys tend to have more of a full beard. So I feel like this message is probably for someone who is older. And it's talking about hope. And I think in today's day and age, hope is not an easy thing to come by, Scorpio. So let's see. These are the little reminders, Law of Attraction Oracle cards. Whoa. Well, you got 2 cards. And I've kind of been letting it ride, which is why my normally quick messages have morphed into nearly 15 minutes, so bear with me. Well, the first card is generosity. I like that. Money is positive energy, and it allows me to be generous to others. They say that if you want money, that you have to give money. It's like give and take. So if you hang on to the money, that's why like in the 4 of Pentacles, he's the miser. He's holding it tight. But by holding it tight, it doesn't grow. You have to, there has to be the flow. And that's the theory with Law of Attraction and any type of, if you want it, you have to give it out. If you hold on too tight, you let the universe know that you don't have enough. And well, guess what? You don't have enough. And this is saying you need to be generous if you want more. The other card you got was friendship. Special friends are there to help me and bring me strength during difficult times. This, to me, is a reminder to honor those friendships. And maybe with generosity, maybe the generosity isn't just money. Maybe it's energy. And while you may have friends who are helping you, maybe this is saying that it needs to be reciprocal, meaning that you are taking and maybe you need to give. Maybe you haven't been very mindful of that. And this is the universe's way of saying, hey, you may want to pay a little more attention to what you're taking and what you're giving. Is there that even flow, that even give and take? Or is it becoming more one-sided? But let's see how the rest of the reading goes, and we'll see. So the next card is the Spellcasting Oracle cards. We're going to get one for you, Scorpio, for this week. Spellcasting Oracle cards for Scorpio. Can I just get one, please? We like our nice, concise messages. Oh, okay then. You're just being greedy all over the place, Scorpio. The first one that came out is grieving. Now, somebody else got this too. And grieving, yes. Could there have been a death? Yes. But I have a sneaking suspicion that with the butterfly here, this is about transformation and change. Grieving in this case makes me think of the death card in the tarot, where there is an ending, but there is a new beginning also. And I'm wondering, because right now your cards are all about hope and the giving and receiving of energy, be it friendship, money, or anything of the sort. There's always a grieving process when you lose something or you feel as if you've lost something. There is going to be a certain amount of grief involved. So I think that this may have something to do with a connection that's in your life. Strength card. Now, the Strength card, because she does have cats with her, I would say that it could involve a Leo, but she also has the antlers of, say, a deer. She has a butterfly on her leg. She has a multitude of other animals, so I feel like it's about being in control. And this is strength and control, but I don't know whether it's, I mean, she may have control over these animals, but I feel like that's talking about your instincts. When you do stuff, when you do things, we all have our natural instincts as to how we respond or act or react. And I'm wondering if the change, the hope, and everything, like it's all about you. How you give, how you receive, how you take your strength, and how this is all changing. And that's what the grief is about. And the ability to change is not easy. And that's where strength comes in. This is requiring you to have strength. So let's get a life purpose oracle card for you, Scorpio. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. I think that's pretty funny. Now, somebody else got that. I believe it was Leo. And I don't know that it's literal traveling. I think that seeing everything that you have here, I would say that it can be traveling in your mind and changing the way you think. Because, I mean, could it be about traveling? And I don't know. It's always a weird card for me. Your life, could it involve traveling and going places and writing about it? Maybe. And maybe that's where your strength and your transformation is coming in. You're grieving the changing of, maybe you're thinking about moving for work, or maybe you're thinking about being a traveler. Maybe you're in a medical profession and you're going to be being a traveler, going from different hospital to different hospital. And that would definitely take a certain amount of grieving, because the energy that you do will be moving with you, and you'll be leaving behind those who are important to you. So it's possible, but I don't know how I really feel about that card. It just doesn't feel like it belongs. So here we go. These are the Dark Mansion Tarot. And so far we have you going through a change of how you give and take and receive energy, and your ability to have hope and stay positive and realize that the worst really is behind you, but you have to look up to see the light. And I think all of this is a reminder to you that you're missing something, and you are not seeing that this change could be good. And here we go. 10 of Swords. See, the worst is over. You can't get stabbed any more times. All 10 swords are in you. It's done. You're stabbed. And if you notice, there's the moon in the picture. I'm pointing this out to you because February 11th is the new moon. And I'm wondering if this all has to do with, you know, maybe you aren't going to realize this or start feeling it until the new moon. But things are going to get better. And then you got the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card could mean that you're dealing with a Gemini. Could also be that this card to me is not like the normal Lover's card. This Lover's card is, to me it implies this is more of a third-party situation to me than the Three of Swords. Because this one, there are 3 people. And could you say that there's another person, the third-party situation that you're involved in? Maybe. Could also be, I always think of the third person as also possibly being if you're dealing with, or you are dealing with codependency, alcoholism, workaholic, someone who is just not facing their reality. And I want to say, I'm sorry, Scorpio, but I'm going to call you out on this, because this talks so much about grieving and strength and flow of energy and friendship and generosity. And to me, this has all the earmarks of someone who is taking more than they're giving. And it may be due to some issues that you may need help with. The funny part is that you end with the Four of Wands. This to me is a divine relationship. This is marriage, the marriage card. Now, if I pull this reading apart, it's almost like you have, I want to say there is hope for a relationship that could be a divine relationship that could lead to marriage. But there's so much in the middle. I feel like this is all that stuff in the middle. You know, there's the learning, and this marriage doesn't happen until you get through all this. You have a lot on your plate, and it's all internal, psychological, mental. And until you get to that phase, this is not really an option. So for me, Scorpio, you need to work on you. You need to work on how you see yourself and how you see yourself in relationships. And then realize that you do have the strength and the ability to change. And maybe the travel that you do will be within yourself. You know, maybe you've seen yourself as one person and you need to acknowledge the presence of someone else. And in your mind, that is like traveling in some point, because here you are looking at one part of yourself, not realizing that there's another part right there. But there's a transformation, and it's not going to be easy. But it looks to me that when you do that, that's when the mental anguish and the nightmares and everything stop. But you're not there yet. You're still in the middle of this lovers, this toxic third-party situation, which to me is blocking your Four of Wands opportunity. So, sorry, very dark, very deep, Scorpio. My apologies. I wish you the best. Please give me a thumbs up, and remember, take time for you. I think you need it. Bye, Scorpio.